This is Cherie's World.
Hey, if you're listening to Cherie's World podcast on Apple Podcast and iTunes, please give us a 5-star. Let us know what you think. Leave us a review. I want to hear from you. Thank you. Welcome to Cherie's World. Hey, and happy holidays. Welcome to Cherie's World. Today, we're going to get real. We're in my crib. Courtney's on his way over, and we're going to have a special guest. Miss Jaimee Foxworth is going to be in the house.
That's right, Cherie. I am on the way. And fellas, make sure you listen until the very end because we are going, well, actually, Jaimee is going to tell you how you can actually win a date with her. That's right, you can win a date with Jaimee Foxworth, putting something in the works. Boy, this is one of the times where being married kind of gets in the way.
That's right. It's time to catch up with family and friends. So I'm going to introduce you to, like, the homegirl. Listening to our conversation, you may learn something.
Fever Magazine, a sexy yet sophisticated lifestyle magazine for the modern man and woman. Fever Magazine is available on newsstands nationwide and Amazon Kindle. Subscribe now for VIP access and rewards at fevermagazine.com.
Would you like to advertise on Cherie's World and have your product placed on Cherie's social media for the world to see? Email us now at cheriesworldpodcast@gmail.com for low introductory rates. Cherie's World Podcast. Get heard.
Welcome to Cherie's World. Hey, welcome to Cherie's World. Today we got a special treat in the house. And I'm not going to do no long old introduction because I don't need to do that. We got my sister in real life. She wasn't my sister on the show because I wasn't part of the family. But Miss Jaimee Foxworth is here from Family Matters. What's up, boo?
Yes. How are you doing?
Awesome.
Good.
Courtney is like extremely excited because Courtney has been asking, I think, since the first podcast, are we going to get Jaimee on the show?
Well, she knows, she knows I'm a fan of the show.
Yeah, I kind of like stay in the background a little bit low key, but of course I'm going to do your show. I listen to all your shows. My favorite episode was the one with Antoine because I didn't know too much about him. But hearing about his history and how he got into business, that's actually my favorite so far.
Oh my God, thank you. So you really listen to him, Jaimee?
Yeah, I listen to all of them. I listen to Orlando. I think I listened to bits and pieces of Raz.
That's amazing.
But as far as like your style, the one with Orlando, when you were just basically, kind of like talking him through the interview to let him know and reassure him that it was a safe place, I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a safe place. We don't do gossip. I'm not into it.
Right.
We could gossip about me because I'm totally into that. But anybody else, like, that's not our style here. We want people to get to know the real you. Like, we've got fans, Jaimee, who've loved us as long as we
Yeah, I know.
And
and for me, it doesn't feel like fans. It feels like people that just like, that you would meet on the street or something.
Yes, like friends. I'm with you. And I just want to give them an opportunity to get to know you how I know you. The funny, the sweet. She is gorgeous, you guys. I mean, I'm so glad she's sick today. She is gorgeous. And I just mean like a natural beauty. Yes, she loves makeup and yes, she puts on makeup, but I still look at, when I think of Jaimee even being on this phone call, I know she's older because we talk about some things that I wouldn't talk about with a baby, but she's still my baby, But then when I see her, I'm like awestruck because she's this gorgeous woman.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I love you and I'm so proud of you. I'm going to let Courtney dive in and we want to get to know the real Jaimee.
Yeah, because most people don't. They only see like, clips of like talk shows and all that stuff. So nobody's ever really sat down and actually had more of a personal conversation. So I'm excited.
Well, can we ask you this? You can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was doing research and I had no idea who your sister was. And then I remember, like, I'm a big 80s, 90s, TV fan. And I remember this one episode of Different Strokes. And Arnold Jackson had this fine ass girl. And hey, let me ask y'all a question. Is this weird, especially with given the what's the climate right now? Is this weird for me to look back at my childhood and say somebody is fine?
You know what? For me, to be honest, I had somebody put a comment about that. I put like an old episode clip, and somebody was like, "You were fine as a little girl," and I was like, "Hold up."
Yeah, see.
Like, you know what I mean? For me, it's different. But when people express it for, women that I know, it's not like cringy or anything. It's just for me. It's just kind of.
But see, I was a little boy when you was a little girl. So is that
right?
The same thing? Is like
So
me?
that's to me. Okay.
Not for me, because you were the same age as me. But a grown ass fan saying that to a clip of a little girl is different.
Yeah. I'm with you. I got a problem with that. That's some perverted shit.
So when I seen your sister, because I watch, Cherie knows, I still watch all these old shows all the time. And I just happened to watch that episode of Different Strokes. I make my kids watch it. So and I was like, damn, I remember how fine that girl was. She was fine as hell. And then I'm like,
but you know what? There was two different
sister.
girls that kind of looked alike, though. They looked alike to me. So I'm not sure if you're.
Tyron?
There was two of them. Yeah, Tyron. Yeah, Tyron was the one, but there was another one where he liked this girl and they kind of looked alike, and people used to get him confused.
No, I know which one I'm talking about. That's your sister, because I know. Yeah. But that's just amazing to me that, it's like I said, Hollywood really is like, a small circle, because like, I would have never thought that would have been like, your family.
Jaimee's
most people didn't know.
Yeah. Sorry, I said Jaimee's mom is fine. Jaimee's whole family's fine.
Oh yeah.
I remember being a little girl and watching them walk like in. Jaimee's dressing room was right on the set. My dressing room was outside of the set. And I used to watch her mom and her sisters come out of the room one by one. And it was just like these beautiful women with all this beautiful, long, thick hair.
Yeah.
And they're flawless. Yeah. So that's what I remember as a kid.
And Jaimee, you from Illinois, huh? I'm from Chicago. How far were you from Chicago?
To be honest, actually, I'm not sure, because I never went back. Mm-hmm. So after we moved out from St. Louis or Illinois, wherever my dad was stationed at, I never went back there. Oh. So I can't tell you like the exact, but it is East St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
I went back recently when my grandmother passed, and it is East St. Louis. And all of my family is back there. Only me, my sisters, and my mom are out here. Wow. So it's kind of it's different. It's different when you go back there and you see like where my mom is from and all that. It's like, I understand why she was like, nah, I can't raise no little girls out here.
Yeah, because they gang bang hard in East St. Louis.
Right.
Me and Cherie was just talking about gang banging. Like, they really gang bang down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom went through a lot out there, and she was like, she just couldn't do it. So when she came out here, there was no looking back.
Wow, I understand that. Okay, Jaimee, I got to ask a question, because Courtney asked me about this all the time, right? Mm-hmm. Courtney's always like, what is it like dating when you grow up on TV? Can you tell the world how,
well, you know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, every woman has a woe when it comes to datings, but what are the extra rules that come along with growing up on TV?
Well, with me, the good thing about it is that I left the show so early that when I hit my teenage years, people they weren't quite sure if that was me, because all they remembered was me in those little braids.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. So when I got older, and I couldn't wear makeup until I was 18, and I couldn't date until I was 18. So once that hit, that's when I started to like flourish a little bit. And people, they really just, they didn't know. And if they did, it was like whispers throughout like the neighborhood and stuff. But for me personally, I've always tried to, that was my problem. I was always trying to be the girl that was like, quote unquote, normal. Like, no, I'm good. You can date me. Like, I'll date this dude over here. I'll date the guy in Inglewood because, you know, I'm that girl. I'm cool. I'm normal. That was my problem. So, so it wasn't really the guys. It was more or less me trying to always fit in with every type of, you know, group of people. So for me, dating was awkward because I was always trying to prove that I was, you know, that girl.
I did that too. So within trying to prove that you were that girl, do you find that you settled for some stuff that you probably shouldn't have settled for?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I also didn't like dating guys in the industry because they were dating everybody else in the industry.
Yeah.
So I had to find like a healthy balance for myself because at first I was like, no, I'm not dating any guys in the industry. And I stuck to that. I still don't. So at first I started dating, you know, the real pretty boys, you know, light green eyes. Oh, they're so beautiful and all that. But when you live in LA, there's beautiful women are like a dime a dozen.
Yes.
So they're used to that. So they're like, it's not like you can say, oh, well, you know what, you should appreciate having somebody like me. They're like, girl, I can go 2 blocks down and get somebody that's as fine as you are. So I started getting that a lot with the pretty boys, right?
Yeah.
So I decided, okay, I'm going to start dating some not so fine guys, okay? And not so fine for, I'm not saying just like, I'm not categorizing like one person and saying, oh, he's ugly. I'm talking about for me, the guys that I necessarily wouldn't be attractive to if I just walked up to them.
Describe
so, me and Jaimee go.
Right.
We both have dated some booger wolves, okay? We just don't
right,
like,
exactly.
Okay,
straight up.
How did they look?
So, I mean, it's not like they were, because first of all, I've probably dated one guy that was like, damn, girl, he is toe. But then you know, all the rest of them, they just weren't as appealing as most people would be. So I would say like someone that's a little bit more overweight. Someone that is, you know, his right eye might be sagging a little bit more than something like that. I would take a chance on those guys because I started to realize that those guys, not only do they put you first, you dig a little deeper when it comes to you. Your conversations are a little bit deeper. Their personalities shine a little bit better. They're not as shallow and just on the surface. So,
you know, I tried that too, and he cheated on me. I dated remember the real.
I mean, no, girl. Yeah, I had a couple of them that cheated on me too. But I was like, you have to just find the right, not so fine guy. That's all. You just got to find somebody that. So, but I went through that phase, and then I, you know, went through all of my stuff eternally, and I was like, no, I'm gonna find somebody that is well-rounded. They're gonna be handsome. They're gonna be, you know, everything that you want. But man, the first years of me dating, whew, I'm telling you, I was like, you got your nerve. Like, look at you. Yes,
and I'm laughing. I wanted Jaimee to share this with y'all because when I moved out, I moved to Inglewood, but I moved with this real pretty boy. He was light skinned with green eyes, and I thought, you know, I had me a prize. Ended up not being so much prize. So then I started my homegirls convinced me that I should date some booger wolves, and they would be nicer to me. Unfortunately, I got the real ugly one. Then I got the one that, you know, I'm not going to say nothing because it's going to be stereotypical and people going to backlash on me, but he was underweight, just not really attractive, but he cheated on me, you know what I'm saying, and had a baby. And then I had this other one who was just like really heavy and overweight, and I thought he was going to be nice to me, and that just didn't work out either. And then I had to be realistic, and I said, Cherie, you got to date who you're attracted to, because whether you date an ugly one or a rich one or a poor one, when they end, they pretty much all in the same, but it's better to date one with money than a broke one. And I said,
hello.
Right? Because I realize when you date one with money, you end up with better gifts and better memories. When you date a broke, you end up with debt and pissed off. That's how you become a bitter man. I never wanted to be bitter. But the other day, Jaimee, I was sitting there. I'm going to move on from the subject, but I'm just going to say this to all my ladies out there listening. Beyonce settled for a nigga to stutter.
Oh, you wrong. You wrong. What did I tell you about all this? I told you guys some of these things need to just stay on the text messages. You ain't supposed to be saying all that. Oh.
I love Jay just like the next, but the nigga stuttered. You know what I'm saying? So we never gonna find that perfect one. He might be perfect for you. Maybe she okay with the but don't compare your life to nobody else.
Can I just say something though? I would have never thought, man. I think I lived in the wrong area because I would have never thought growing up like that I would have had a chance with y'all because like y'all really said y'all like dumb down y'all standards just to find happiness. I'm like, shit.
You wouldn't be a
No, I mean it happens because for me, like just like Cherie said, as soon as I could date, I'm trying to like I gravitated towards Compton. Why? I don't know because first of all, I grew up in white neighborhood basically.
Yeah.
So and then we would during the week we would go to church, and that was in Los Angeles. So I just felt there was just more real people out there, and of course African Americans, all that they were out there. So as soon as I could date, I was like, I kind of want to be where my people are. Now I went a little bit too left, but that's where I started majority of my dating.
Jaimee,
but I will say that not all.
We didn't know there was black folks in the
all guys. Seriously, but not all guys that are quote unquote unattractive. They don't all act like that. It's just the guys that we were dating. Yeah. They got used to it and they started getting too comfortable. That's what it was. Because at first they're like, "Oh my gosh, you are such a you're beautiful, I love." But then once it settles in, they're like, "Oh, okay. So now I know that I'm capable of dating somebody that is beautiful and has all of these things. Someone that I wouldn't have dated in high school." They just get too used to you. Yeah. And so they get a little bit on their high horse and their ego gets inflated, and that's when all the problems start.
That's exactly how Twan broke it down to me. Antoine Tanner was like, "Sis, you done up these niggas bars. You done made them look better than they ever looked before. So now they think that you're obtainable, and you're not supposed to be." He said, "You done gave them some false sense of self-confidence."
Yep, I see.
But doesn't it feel like, because I know me and I know you, we're extremely down to earth. So to me, that makes me feel like, I mean, I'm fine and everything, and I'm smart and all this, but I'm not like I'm not God. So it's not like I have to, like, why should I have to walk around with my nose in the air? You know what I mean? In order to get a date. It's just a balance.
So are you single or are you dating now, Jaimee? Are you?
No, I'm single.
Oh, single. Fellas.
Yes, I'm single.
Fellas, I'm not saying I can't help you out, but maybe if you hit me up on the inbox, and let me tell you, if you're a booger wolf, I'm going to delete you quick. Because Jaimee is like my little sister, so I'm going to look for the best of the best out there.
Hey, Jaimee, I got a guy who's getting ready to, his daughter turns 18, so he's getting ready to leave his baby mama for good.
No.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Nope.
I'm okay.
Damn.
Come on.
I tried, Sid.
Yeah, no, I've been going on almost 4 years single, and I love it because I was in a relationship for 10 years. So I'm like, I'm cool. I'm not trying to rush into anything. I'm not saying that I'll never date again. I'm not bitter or anything. I'm cool at where I am.
No drama, right? So all the interviews that I've seen you do, right? It's really weird. From every single one of them, I've never seen Jaimee in the interview. What do you wish that you were able to do an interview and they asked you? What do you want to talk about? What do you want people to know?
Let's see. I think I want people to know that, because every interview that I do, it's like depressing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want people to know that I'm so the opposite of what you guys see. Like if people knew me, they would know that I'm like, first of all, out of me and my sisters, they say that I'm the funniest. I'm not the goofiest. Tyra's the goofiest, but I'm just constantly upbeat, and I'm always optimistic. No matter what I go through, I always make a joke out of it. So when people see me on TV, they're like, damn, this girl's life is hell. But it's really, it has been some rough times, but it's how I pulled myself out of it to, that makes me keep going. So I think I want people to know that I'm not depressed. I'm not like every day isn't a damn rainy day. Like I'm cool. That's the most important thing I want people to know.
Thank you. Because even when I see the interviews, people send me stuff, right? Like I try, people, they like push it on you. So I'll be like, that's not the girl that I know. I'm sorry, but I don't know. Yeah, we all have bad moments. As Jaimee knows, I was scammed a couple of years ago. Awesome money, but we all have really bad times. Like I went through it for almost 2 years now, and I'm just coming out. So we all have moments, but it's how we spend them. And Jaimee,
exactly. It's like that's not defined. That doesn't define who you are. Like for me, everything that I went through does not mean that I'm just like, crying every day, and my son's wiping away my tears. Like hell no.
I know I told you that we're not going to sit here and talk about family matters because it's not my favorite subject. But I know that you were getting hit up on Instagram just like I am because they tag our names at the same time. Can you help explain to these people if Family Matters comes back? That's a great thing. First of all, I don't think it's coming back. And just because it comes back, Cherie Johnson might not be invited back.
Right, exactly.
We don't
have to say. It's not like we can just walk in and be like, I'm here, let's everybody get them scripts out. It's not even like that. Especially for me. For you, you might have a little toe in there. But for me? They might be like, you know what?
So,
yeah, you.
No.
Because you were there to the finale, basically. For me, it's easy for them to say, you know what? We don't want to talk about this. We're going to keep not talking. We're just going to spin it to where we don't even involve her. So, yeah, would it be nice? But I'm not hoping and praying and wishing that they will call me back for it. I mean, it is what it is. It's been so many years. It was like I was a little girl when that happened. So.
It's been over 20 years since I've seen most of them. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's like people don't get it. If I had it the way I wanted to, Jaimee and I would go to work tomorrow and it wouldn't be on Family Matters. No offense to Family Matters, but it would be on something new, something different, something you guys can see us.
Right.
But I would love to work with Jaimee again. That would be awesome.
Yeah, me too. That would be so cute. But yeah, as far as the comments and all that, I think people don't realize because it has been sort of like, it's been brought back up. So everybody is like, oh, we would like to see a reboot, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I went through all of everything that I felt about Judy and that character when I was in my teens.
Right.
So that's why I really don't say anything. When people comment and they're like, oh, we would really like to see you, I'm like, I kind of don't have anything to say about that because I've already went through that chapter already.
It's a little awkward for me because I'm like, I'm not, you guys are hitting me up talking about, is it true? I don't know. Like, like hit up Urkel. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have the power to be, if somebody was going to say we're coming back, it would be Urkel. It wouldn't be Maxine. Like I said, I wasn't even a Winslow. I was always a John.
You said Maxine.
Hey, Jaimee. Hey, Jaimee, I did notice, I follow you on Instagram, and I did notice that, was it last weekend or the weekend before last, you said, this is my first time actually watching the marathon.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So what'd you think?
And that's, I mean, of course, listen, I like everybody. See, this is what I've always said to myself. Like, people can say whatever they want about the years about Urkel being a million years old with those pants and all that stuff on. Jaleel I am surprised he didn't win awards when he was younger like that. Because in the early years, like season 1 through maybe 6, 7, he was acting his ass off. It was like you hadn't seen that before in a young black guy like that. So he was just amazing to me. I've always said that. So looking back on that, all of the characters, I'm like, these people know how to act. Like, what the hell? But as far as the writing, I was like, damn, what the hell are they doing? Because I just couldn't understand, because like I said, I was watching as a fan. So I just couldn't understand how he could basically, the whole house collapsed. And then the next scene is up. Like, there was certain things like that I was like, this is getting real, like, you know, action movie. It just turned way left. So I was like, I don't get it. But, you know, when you want to stay on the network, I guess they'll do whatever they can. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed how the evolution of you, Cherie, you, Kelly, and Jo Marie's hairstyles. How it just, nobody really spoke on that, but y'all was giving some real black girl hairstyles of like the 90s. Like, of course, because they say, no, seriously, like, but it looked dope though. It wasn't like, I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying, like, of course they give credit to like Lisa Bonet and, you know, the Cosby Show for their, but you guys, the hair was like really on point, and how you guys look is really on point. They did a good job of updating each season to make you guys still look as if, you know, you guys were with the time. So I enjoyed that. But
you know, I got my hair done on the Compton Swap Meet. My homegirl Mel did my hair them later years. I got my hair done on Crenshaw. So
oh, okay, well that's why. You're like,
This is Cherie's World.
Saria here, Chief Green Alchemist at Going to Natural. Do you know it takes less than 30 seconds for your skin products to enter your bloodstream? Yeah, so knowing what's in them, super important. We know you want what's best for you and your family. And here at Going to Natural, so do we. We care about the environment, we care about the animals, and most importantly, we care about you. We offer free support for your healthy journey and love providing affordable, all-natural products that are responsibly sourced, cruelty-free, luxurious, and always made with love. We're not just a shop, we're a community, and we'd love to have you. Browse our collection of plant-based skincare products and natural tips and tricks at shop.goingtonatural.com. That's shop.going2natural.com.
A conscious brand for a conscious community.
Use code LOVEEARTH for 15% off your first order.
Hey folks, this is your real estate agent / investor Andre Key, and I'm with Central Metro Realty, serving Central Texas, but I can also work in all 50 states, including Canada, helping you with your real estate issues and concerns, whether you're a buyer, seller, investor, wholesaler, flipper. Come to me with your real estate concerns. We definitely have the key. You can find me at keyofaustinhomes.com or Andre Key, Texas Real Estate Agent on Facebook, or Team Key _TX on Instagram. Or just give me a call at 512-815-3539. Again, that's 512-815-3539. Andre Key, Real Estate Agent, Investor. Reach out to me. Key is the last name, no gimmick. I just happen to be in real estate, and I have the solutions for you.
On the rise of Gabrielle Union, rumored to say that she was fired due to her hair looking too black. If that is the reason why she was let go, what do you think about that?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, because I think that depending on which race said it, sometimes they are uncomfortable and they get embarrassed how we present ourselves. They don't want to say, you know, it's for them, it's like that one friend that's going to the club with you and they look utterly ridiculous.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't want to say to the person, could you kind of go and change? They don't want to say that. So they rather just eliminate it because they're uncomfortable about it. And, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised. I am not surprised by that at all.
I'm not
now for them to do it on a huge network show like that, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaimee, see, these are the type of stuff I gotta Like this ain't gonna make the podcast. I gotta protect Cherie from Cherie. I can't let she works. I can't let this come out. So yeah, I can't let just in case.
Courtney be deleting my shit.
So I get that, but that is hilarious.
Yeah, I ain't saying she was wrong. I'm just saying I can't use
it. Right.
My bad, Courtney. I didn't mean to say all that. Maybe there's a bit that you can't use. Okay, back to the interview.
Can I ask her a question about something she probably don't even remember, but I remember because this is one of my favorite shows from the 80s, and I remember it just like it was yesterday. I remember the look on your face when you were on Amen. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Of course I remember that. Yeah, that was actually one of the best shows that it was so many kids.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was literally like we were just playing. It wasn't even like work to me. It was just like, oh, I'll get to see. And I knew a lot of the kids already because I sang with them. So it was just fun. Yeah, I like doing that show. I can't believe that they still play it.
Oh.
But yeah.
The grandmother, the grandmother from Family Matters, she had a role on Amen as well. And it's kind of funny like how y'all like crossed over like that.
But I never met her though.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I never met her when I was on. Yeah, I didn't even actually. As I was doing Family Matters, that's when it was brought to my attention because I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jaimee, how old were you when you started working?
6.
Oh, we were the same age. What was your first job?
My first job was it was Barbie. Yep, It was a Barbie. But you know what? We have different because I didn't want to be in the entertainment business at all.
Really? What did you want to
do? No, I didn't have anything that I wanted to do, but the only reason why is because I was extremely shy. Like extremely shy. Like when people would come in, I would kind of like put my head on my like left shoulder and I would like run to my mom and like hide behind her. I was so shy.
Oh,
I hated it.
So what made you do
it? Because I started to love the process of it. It wasn't to this day, even when I do interviews, when the set gets really quiet and then I hate that. But I like the process of it and how it literally turns me into who I really am, like talking to you right now. But when it's all eyes on you and everybody's quiet, that's when it's like, oh, okay, this feels strange. But yeah, I learned to love like the process of it. I remember when I was about 10 years old, I remember saying to myself, and I loved sets. Like I love going to Disneyland. Not for the rides at all. I love going to Disneyland to see how they put everything together to make it look realistic. So when I was on,
I said, wow.
Yeah, I love that. So when I was on set, I remember saying, as a little girl, I was like, I could spend the night here. Like I would have no problem with everybody leaving, the lights go off, and I would just spend the night. Because I used to spend a lot of my time walking backstage and just looking at stuff. And just seeing how stuff worked and looking at the ceiling and how they would do all that. And then as I got older, I would ride my bike all around the lot, just looking at, you know what, you ain't supposed to do that as a little girl because there's too many men out there acting up. But I would ride my bike all over that lot and just look in different stages and stuff and just that was like serenity for me.
So what you probably remember is Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you remember them building?
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. And there was another movie with Tom Cruise. Was it Waterworld or something like that? With all that water?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember going over there. But I did a lot of the stuff that I did it solo. So that's what really made me fall in love with the whole acting process. It was just coming out. And actually saying my lines was the part that I was like, oh, this is nerve-wracking. But yeah, I grew to love it.
Wow.
But my mom just knew that I had something in me that I didn't know at the time. That's all.
That's amazing. What are your future goals? Let's talk about now. Who is Jaimee 2020? Okay, because it's coming. It's coming faster than we know. 2020. Mm-hmm. What are Jaimee's goals? Who is she today?
Jaimee today is a mother, like a serious mother. Not like, I'm talking about everything that I have my fun, but everything that I do is for my son. And we have like a different type of relationship, meaning that I do not let him walk over me. Of course, he has manners. He's the sweetest person ever. He doesn't cuss. He's not into, but we have this relationship almost as if we're really good friends. Not friends, because I'm not his friend, but he can say anything to me. His personality is so much like mine. So if you were to, from the outside looking in, you'd be like, why is this woman letting her child say, that to her? But they don't get the inside jokes. So when I say like I'm a real mother, because it's just me and him. It literally is just me and him every single day. He was going on his first trip, and it's to this science trip. And this will be the first time in 10 years that he's been away from me for a couple of days. So I'm just really focused on how he's going to turn out. And then secondary is, of course, I love acting. If God wants me to do something, then I'm not opposed to it. I just want to make sure that it's what he sees fit. So I'm not going to jump and do like a hood movie or just something because I feel like, I just want to get my face out there again. No, it's whatever he wants me to do. That's what I'll do. But my main focus is having a beauty line, because that's something that comes naturally to me. I am obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with it ever since I was 16 years old. So I kind of want a beauty line and a little bit of clothing in there a little bit too. So something that I can kind of like piggyback off of. So if it's going to be acting, I can do that, and then I can go back into the makeup and the cosmetic world.
So when you say beauty, where would you start?
I started with my lashes, which is Jaimee's Beauty. I started with those. They're mink lashes because I just love lashes. Like I just love them. So, and I started with that, and then I'm going to go into some lipsticks. I'm not going to do a full-on like, let's do foundation. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to bits and pieces of things that I would wear on a daily basis. So when I say my lashes, my sister's like, well, why don't you sell ones that are like, that are more basic? And I said, because I don't wear them. So I'm not going to sell anything that I don't like or that I don't use frequently. So I'm starting off with that, and then I'm going to go into more of a liquid lipstick, and then so on and so on and so on.
I'm excited. So Jaimee's lashes, where can you find your lashes?
You could actually go to bigcartel.com/Jaimee's Beauty.
Hey. And make sure I get the correct spellings and everything, and we will put that up. Also, Jaimee, would you be okay with me wearing your lashes on Punky Brewster?
Oh my gosh, that would be a blessing, actually. Yeah, of course. I gotta send you some. You'll love it.
No, I'll buy them.
Girl, you ain't gotta buy no lashes from me, girl.
Yes, I just got. Let me buy them from my sister. That's how we're supposed to do. We're supposed to support one another.
Yeah, that is how we're supposed to be. But no.
So do you know how to do you know how to actually like put the lashes on and because I see you know how to do all that, Jaimee?
Yeah, I know how to do all of that.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't.
So you like a makeup?
Oh, I'm not a makeup artist. See, this is the thing. That's to say, because she said, what do you want to see in your future? What I want to do is go to school for cosmetology, just to get my license in it, so that I can open up my own, my own little makeup beauty salon. But I do not like to, I don't like to put makeup on other people, because I don't like to get that close to other people in their face like that. So that's the only reason. But as far as like friends and family, yeah, I'll do that. I do it for them.
That's $1 billion business right there too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm not just doing it because of it. Yeah, because it is. But I'm not just doing that because of that. I'm doing it because, like, literally, when I was a young girl, I used to change clothes 3 times a day just to sit in my living room. I'm talking about, and then every day, every outfit, I had to change my nail polish because it had to match my outfit. And it was a mess.
You did it when you were little. Like, she would come to work with one hairstyle and an outfit on, and then it was like after lunch she would come out for producers run through with a totally different outfit. And Jaimee had a lot of hair. She's not one of them kids that you could put a bun in your hair. She'd come out with like 4, 5, 6 different ponytails than what you had an hour ago. What you
Yep, I sure did. That was my mama's fault, but I used to have to, I was obsessed with wearing rings and nail polish, so I would not go on set or do a scene if I didn't have like a little ring on my finger. Yeah, I was crazy with it. So I just took that obsession into like adulthood. And so I decided, okay, you know what, this is something I need to do.
She's still like that. Jaimee, we talked a couple years ago and Jaimee said, okay, I'm on my way over right now. I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
She came to the house. I had a rag on my head. There's a baby running around. You know what I'm saying? Jaimee is fully dressed. Like she is going somewhere with cameras, makeup on, hair is combed. I said, where the hell is you going? She said, I was coming here. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
and
I do the most.
If I was thinking about it, I should have took some selfies, but I wasn't even thinking about it because that's not, my head is so not like
right.
But she was gorgeous. And I was like, who are you going to see? She was like, I just came to see you. What? Like that?
You know, though, because when I went through my pregnancy and until he was up to the age of 5, I really wasn't myself. So once I hit, I don't know, I guess once he was in like the 2nd grade, I was like, girl, you got to get up and like get back to how you are. So it just made me appreciate it more. So now I'm just happy just getting up, doing my makeup, doing my hair. So
I can understand that. You said till the age of 5. I just told somebody the other day, I am just to the point in my daughter's life where I can take a shower comfortably. Like I get to shave both legs the same day instead of like rushing. And then you get out and you realize, I still got to put pants on because I ain't shaved.
Yep, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like you're just really just not yourself. So I vowed to myself, I said, you know what? Enough of this, girl. Get up and be the person that you know that you are inside. Get yourself together. I did. And it was one YouTube video at a time, too.
I love it. Because we see you posing your selfies as fierce. What? I got to ask, because we want to know, what is a day in life of Jaimee like? Like, what's going on?
Oh, so in the morning time, of course, I take my son to school. And then I go on probably like a half an hour walk just around the neighborhood just so that I could keep myself active and, just not be lazy, basically. So then after that, I go and I pick him up, and then sometimes he has some after-school stuff that he has to do on some days he doesn't. But I try to, like you said, I post selfies all the time. That's for my own personal thing. Like, I don't do it for that. I do it because I feel like that makes me creative.
Right.
So, thank you. But you know what? In order to get a selfie done for me, it almost takes about 3 hours. No joke.
Are you serious? Because like for me, like my selfies just don't look like that. First of all, my makeup's not flawless, wearing combs. You know what I'm saying? You always see me holding the phone with my arm, like it's all awkward looking, and it's a selfie.
Yeah, but it's not like I do it just for the selfie. No, because my makeup takes almost an hour and a half, and then I got to do my hair, and then I put my clothes on. So after that, then I decide, okay, well I have this light right here. Let me take the picture. But so yeah, that's a part of my day as well. But then if I'm not doing that, then I'm probably going over my sister's house, or I'm probably looking at more vendors for the lash line. And then I'm picking him up from school, cooking him dinner, helping him with his homework, and same thing over and over.
A full-time mommy. Are you out auditioning, Jim?
Yep. I'm not. And that's only because I'm not. I want to get into a really strong, I took an acting class for probably a good 6 months. I've never taken acting classes. So in order to put myself back out there, I'm not trying to look like no fool. So I want to put myself in a really strong acting class with a strong teacher and one-on-one, not one with everybody else. Everybody gets up and does the skits together. No, one-on-one so the person actually knows who I am and knows what to pull out of me. And then I'll go full throttle with auditioning again. Because I was on auditions before, but it was more like they were just trying to see what I look like as an adult.
Yes,
and
they
I
do
didn't
that
like
to
that.
me too. And they also call me in just to see if I'm fat, and I don't appreciate that. They call me in all the time, and they say, "We thought you were bigger than you are." I'm like, "Yeah,
Wow.
you Jaimee,
Yeah.
Jaimee,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Courtney.
I was going to ask because you like, if you go to like an acting class, more than likely the teacher is probably younger than you, right? So I wonder what they're thinking.
No, I'm talking, right. No, there's some like Ivana Chubbuck, and there's some ones that from back in the day that are really, really seasoned. You know, I don't want to go to the one that's making his like $600-700 a month type. No, I want to go to people that I've been to before. Like I've been to Ivana Chubbuck before, so I kind of want to go. She knows my history, so I want to go back into somebody like that can honestly say, okay, this is what you need to pull out a dramatic scene, or this is, you know what I mean?
No,
somebody like that. I don't.
Funny. But Jaimee, have you ever thought about bugging Sean? Sean is really good at teaching.
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good, but I didn't know that he taught.
Well, he doesn't, but if you ask him, that's different. I make Sean coach me sometimes through auditions, and Sean will be like,
Oh,
"Hell no,
that would be great.
Yeah. Bug him,
Right.
because I teach
Yeah.
too. But as far as me teaching, I don't know. I just feel like Sean is a better teacher, honestly.
Right. Yeah, I might have to ask him, because when it comes to like, if I were to go over live, I would just go straight to my sister. You know, I feel more comfortable with somebody that, you know what I mean, that like say a Sean. I feel more comfortable because he knows me.
Right.
I don't want to go to somebody new and they're just like, you know, do your thing. And I'm like, no. I want to go to somebody that I'm really comfortable with.
Jaimee, can you cry?
So yeah, you're right. I should. No, I cannot.
Jaimee, I can make you cry. Now that I can do.
Yeah, I cannot cry on the spot. I'm too goofy, man. I can't just sit here and just start crying. I can't do that.
Okay, so
but I also don't really want to do a dramatic role too deep anyway. And that's not me. I don't know. I'm not like, I mean, of course I could be, if I'm going to do a dramatic role, it has to be something close to me, something that I would actually like kind of, you know, see myself getting mad at. But just like say like an action role, no. Or a detective, no. I'm kind of good.
It's so funny because like I don't want to be funny. Everybody thinks I'm funny, but I just don't see myself doing comedy. I don't think I'm that funny. I want to cry.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to cry.
I want to cry. I want to be beaten. I want to do all the dramatic stuff. I know that's horrible.
You will though. No, you will though. I think it's because you know what it is. You have a soft-spoken voice as well.
Ew.
So it's like, yeah, you do. So they're like, dude, we can't make her cry. So, yeah. But you will do it.
Thank you. So if you had your dream role, what would it be? Because somebody's listening. I know somebody's listening.
And this is going to sound really to the left. I don't know. I don't care. My dream role would be, so this is like a synopsis, I guess. A guy that's like drug-related LA, Los Angeles, and, you know, his homeboys get into it, and they end up like turning on him, and, you know, they think that he's gonna, they're like trying to stake out and see, okay, where's he gonna be? We gotta make sure we catch him because he's gonna catch us if we don't catch whatever. And it turns out that his girl is really the one that's like the mastermind behind everything, and she's the one that's like ends up taking everybody out and all. That's my dream role.
But wait a minute, that ain't funny. That's theatrical. That's major. That's greatness.
That's real life. I done seen that happen before.
Right. Yeah, so it's not on of like, oh, she's sophisticated, pretty, and she comes in. No, she really is. Like, people don't know that she walks out the door looking like that. But the flip side is when she comes back, she really is like hood. So.
Oh, so you wanted to be more
like
like who you really is. Okay. I'm just playing, Jaimee.
I'm like,
but I am.
Yeah.
I think that's a great role.
That would.
So, would you be opposed to it being like a indie film?
No, absolutely not. But I would just want it to be someone that's actually kind of like. I would see someone like I know the rapper by the name of Glass Malone. I could see me playing that with him because we're friends, so I could see that. Or somebody like, I'm not saying him, but somebody like The Game, or somebody that that's kind of like actually lived a life a little bit, because it would portray more real than just a regular actor.
You got me thinking. So we got some goals 2020.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We got some lashes. We got to get on some people's faces. And you know what? So, like, seriously, I got to buy these lashes. Courtney, we got to put the little lash link up. Okay? We got to do something with lashes. Jaimee, before you go, what is your biggest memory of you and I?
Biggest memory of me and you. I would honestly say your hugs.
Oh.
Like, you don't understand how inviting that you are. It was, for me as a little girl, there was, of course, me and Kelly were like best friends. Then it was you, that you were extremely inviting. And as a little young girl, to see other women that are really nice to you and don't treat it like, because there was co-stars and people that were like guest starring on there, and they're very much detached. It's like they say hi to you because they're happy to be working for that week, and then they go back to being like a regular person. I got to go home. With you, you were like, you would give me a hug and compliment me and actually sit down. That's what I remember the most, the hugs. Because I was like, this girl's really nice, man. Like, she's so nice. Like, in my head, I was saying that because that's how I am to little girls. And
yeah,
it's almost like, yeah, but it was almost like, is this real life? That type of thing. Because I'm like, there wasn't a lot of women that would just want to sit down and talk to you. They would always want to talk to the older people and the older women, and have conversations with them. But you really were like, oh, give me a hug. And I just
Jaimee was my baby. I wanted to know what was going on in the world. And them adults, they got other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with the mess. I just want to.
But you were just down to earth, and so that's, you already know, that's very rare. It's very, very rare, especially with women. It's rare for people to actually act like themselves, and you've consistently been like that, like consistently, to where it's like some people will be like, "Is that really her? Is she really?" I'm like, "That's really her. Like, she's really a nice woman, and then that's how she is. She'll say what she feels, and that's it. She's a straight shooter. She's not gonna lie. That's just her." But people are so used to the world being warped and actors being so weird that they don't know how to take it. But that is the memory, and that's how you are. You're consistently just a sweet, your spirit is just sweet. And your mama's spirit is so sweet. So it just makes sense.
Oh, my mama love her some Jaimee. I love me some Jaimee. Thank you so much for being
here. Can you do me a favor and tell your fine ass sister that I'm a big fan, and and thank you. I remember those 3 or 4 episodes she was on Different Strokes, and
yeah, sure. Well, damn, you remember the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
He's serious.
I'm serious.
He's dead serious.
I know you.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I tell her.
Cherie's World has almost been in talks for a year, almost. And you're one of the first names that he brought up to me. And I was like, and even Courtney, like I had to kind of like screen Courtney a little bit before I let him meet my baby.
Oh, right.
So I was like, I'm not gonna throw my baby into the wolves.
Yeah, exactly. Like, watch what you say.
Right, exactly.
But But I will say that this podcast I love it. I love it not because I know you. I love it because it's an easy listen. Like, I don't like too many theatrics and goofiness and all. It's like, come on, you guys, I like for people to stay on the topic and just make it to where the listener doesn't feel awkward and doesn't feel cringy and doesn't feel like they have to skip through anything. With your podcast, you don't have to do it. It's just straight up real intelligent talks and interviews. And that's what I love about it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, now you
sound like it.
Your music career.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how was that?
That was I always sang with my sisters. We would always make up tapes and stuff like that. But as far as being in a group, they had to ask me to really be in the group. And I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I'll sing for you guys. But singing is not something I put on the forefront, only because I just don't. Like, I can sing,
yeah,
but I know that I have to really, really, like, take lessons on it. So I'm like, And plus, they're strong. They're real strong singers. I'm I'm an alto, so I will sing for them, and that's it. But as far as anybody else just asking me to sing on the spot or make a record by myself, no, it's not happening.
Gotcha.
But music is my life, so that's kind of ironic.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You write music?
I mean, I love doing it.
You write music?
No, I don't write music. They write music. So my sisters, they're more into music, and I'm more into acting.
Gotcha.
So they write music. They straight up write songs. For me, I don't. I just sing with them when they want to. If they need somebody to sing background or sing a note or whatever, I do that. And I sing to myself and to my son.
How many sisters?
Mm-hmm. I have two sisters.
Oh, okay.
Both older.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tone deaf, so I'm jealous. Because I always wanted to say, I sound more like J-Lo.
Yeah, no, singing, that was a fun little time with my sisters. Like, when we did shows and we were signed, that was a really fun time because it got me to kind of they were the ones in the spotlight more than I was. So that was really fun for me, just to sit back and kind of just be their cheerleader.
That's a good question, Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to use that for the show, right?
Yeah. We can use it. Yeah.
It's fun. This is really fun. I love doing this. And whenever you guys need me for whatever, just let me know. I'm here.
Don't say that.
Thank you.
Courtney going to be...
No, seriously. Cherie, you already know. He might not know, but you already know. I'm like, okay. Well, you want me to do it?
Oh, well, we might have to do that, Jaimee.
Okay, cool. Maybe we could do a dating type of episode. You know what I mean? Like questionnaires and.
Because I got this friend. I'm telling you, he's about to leave his baby mama real soon. So.
No. He said real soon.
Like in a couple
years. No, I'm good.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But look, so Jaimee just set it up. She is willing to go on some dates. Gentlemen, hit us up on Cherie's World. If you want a date with Jaimee, write us. Let us know.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. And it could actually be just kind of I don't know, maybe it could be recorded in his side. He tells what happened in my side. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm willing to go. Let me say, I'm willing to go on 3 dates with.
Okay, hold on.
We ain't putting a million guys out there now.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta ask. Okay, what's the qualifications for the men? Can they be married or?
Okay, the qualifications.
No.
Okay, can they be halfway married but not really married?
No, he can't. He cannot. He can't be married at all.
I got a guy that's perfect.
He has to be. I know you got a couple, right? But one is married, one is about to leave his baby mama. Now, I'm kind of not. I'm not that desperate, but no, they got to be successful. They have to be ambitious and driven, and they have to be funny and well-groomed. I won't say super fine, but they have to be well-groomed.
I'm telling you.
So I have to know, Courtney. No, I have to ask. Success means different things to different people. Okay, so when people hear this, they're
Right.
going to be like, successful? What she means successful? So what is successful?
No, right. Successful for me means, it does not mean that you have to be a millionaire. It means that you have to be, you got to have some sort of income saved in the bank. Like, you can't just be, you know what I mean? Like, if something happens, you got to have something for a rainy day, I would say. And you have to basically just kind of live comfortably, because I know people are going through their struggles and issues. I went through all that, so I'm not, there's no judgment to anybody, but I also don't want anybody living paycheck to paycheck.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. I have a 10-year-old son. Nope.
I think that's fair. So what does he have to look like, Jaimee? What does your ideal?
What does he have to look like?
Yeah, what you want?
He has to be fit, not like working out and have muscles, because I don't like overly muscular guys. Don't like that. But his body has to be somewhat together. He doesn't have to be tall. It's weird when guys are too tall for me, because I'm only 5 foot. So he could be average size, nice smile. His smile has to be nice.
This guy.
Just say
he just has.
This guy, I'm telling you, man, this guy.
No. He's about to leave his baby mama. That's
right, exactly.
Nobody wants those issues.
Right, and then he gonna have her coming after me. Like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
About to free up this income. That's what I'm trying to say. That's better.
No income.
Man,
we good.
This guy.
Good.
Right, we're good. Right.
So, Jaimee,
but I mean, yeah, like I said, go ahead.
With this being said, right? Can we have you back on sometime next month with a few gentlemen, if we can find some?
Let's see if I can find some, or you guys can find some.
No, we're gonna find you some. I'm a screen.
Okay.
Don't worry, Courtney is not gonna get the final screen on him.
Yeah, y'all don't like the guys
That's
I
what
like.
I'm saying. Like but no. We could do that. Yeah,
all right, one last question. One last question. How old does he? What is the cap on the age?
I would say 45, and it's weird because I don't like anyone too old, because my spirit is so young. So it's like listen. Oh, this is a serious one. They cannot be wearing church slacks. They cannot look like they're going to church. They have to be somewhat of today's trends. Like, I cannot stand, because guys, as I'm getting older, most guys, they start wearing the Stacey Adams and it's like, come on, man. Like I like more of a sporty, athletic type of, guy that dresses 2020, not like he's already ready to be sitting in the back pew.
I'm with you all day, Jaimee. My dude puts on a suit and some tennis shoes. I'm cool with it.
Well,
well,
Jaimee, I can't help you. I thought you guys don't want my friend, so.
Yeah, no. If he's wearing the slacks and
No, I don't know nobody wearing slacks. They just got a few situations they got to take care of, but they'll be ready for you.
No, we're gonna call on America. We're gonna use social media. We're gonna call on the people that we know. We're gonna find 3 really good ones and bring them on the show, talk to them, screen them a little bit, and then have Jaimee on and let Jaimee pick.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that would actually be fun. Because this really is just fun. I'm not trying to find my husband. If it happens, it happens. But this is just fun. Yeah, that would be fun for me.
Thank you so much.
What if he has gray hair?
He could have salt and pepper, but not gray hair. No.
Okay, well, damn. Everybody I picked. You don't like nobody I know.
She gotta go pick up her baby. Jaimee, thank you so much for coming to Cherie's World. Hang up on us. Run.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up on y'all. I gotta go, y'all. Bye.
Love you.
Love you too. Right. Bye.
Welcome to Cherie's World.